All the budget went here. Okay, let's get it. He's finna snap. Ah! He's finna snap. Ugh! Why superpowers would suck in real life? Let's get it.
Invisibility. To some people, invisibility would be a dream superpower.
That would be a curse. I would hate
all
it.
the things they could do without being noticed. Not
Creeps.
exactly heroic things, but when you look closer, it's not as cool as it sounds.
There is always somebody who wants invisibility, and it is always a gooner slash creep. Like, if you choose invisibility as your superpower, I can't trust you. I can't be friends with you, because out of all superpowers to pick, and this is only if you got to choose. If you're born with it, you're born with it. But if you got to pick and you chose invisibility, I can't trust you, because I know what you're using your powers for. You're using it for evil. Stop lying to me. You're not using it to rob banks. You're using it for other things, man.
Here's the problem. For you to see, light has to hit the back of your eyes.
Oh, so
But
you'll be blind
light
if you're
would just
invisible.
pass through you, leaving you blind.
That would
And if
suck.
somehow your eyes could catch light, they would still be visible. making you
Oh,
a
that would
pair
be
of floating
creepy.
eyeballs. Just creepy. To go fully invisible, you need to be completely naked.
And that would
Not
be a
that some of
hassle.
you would mind that.
Your meat
But
would
you
just
wouldn't
be
able
out.
to carry anything either, and since no one can see you, they would crash into you all the time.
Yeah.
You better not use perfume or even make noise breathing.
Someone
People
can
would
smell
still
you.
know you are there. Plus, if you're thinking that you could rob a bank, a thermal camera would still spot your heat radiation, making it nearly impossible to sneak in.
And now the
undetected.
government is doing tests on you, because why are you invisible?
Intangibility.
Oh,
Picture this.
slipping through
You
walls?
just unlocked intangibility.
Shadow
You're
Cat?
super excited, so you decide to phase your hand through a wall.
You see, I feel like this superpower is very dangerous, because what if you accidentally like disable your power while you're in the middle of like phasing through a wall? Does that mean like you're now fused with the wall, so like it's instant death? Is that how it will work? Or can matter not layer on top of each other like that? So it'll kind of be like My Hero Academia Mirio rules, where like he gets like pushed out, like, you know, I don't know.
But the moment you activate your powers, you drop straight through the floor.
I didn't even think
sinking into the
about
earth.
that.
You either deactivate your powers and become fused into rock, suffocating
So you
to
will
death,
be
or
fused.
continue sinking until you reach the molten center of the earth due to gravity, unable
But
to
you just
do
keep
anything.
Oh,
waiting
you'll
until
be
you
stuck.
decide to
You'll be
die.
stuck in the middle.
Super speed.
Hey,
A moderate
I shall
super
speed.
of about 190 miles per hour, like dashes, wouldn't be so bad. The problems would be minimal. But if we're talking
it'll
about
be
speed
possible.
similar to
Okay.
the Flash, without Speed Force, then it would be a disaster waiting to happen. You would have to generate an enormous amount of force, far greater than what the human body can handle.
So
And it
you'll
would cause
immediately
your
like
legs to
explode.
simply rip off your body.
Ooh,
Here's
that's
another
not
thing.
fun.
Air isn't empty. It's filled with elements like oxygen and nitrogen.
It
plus
sure
tons
is.
of tiny dust
I
particles.
learned that in
As you
science
move through
class.
air, you're rubbing against these particles, generating friction that produces heat.
All the budget went here. Okay, let's get it. He's finna snap. Ah! He's finna snap. Ugh! So what's about to happen? Is he gonna catch on fire because of the friction? Yeah. I guess you gotta be flame retardant too
Moving
then,
at
right?
super speed would generate
Woo!
enough heat
Crispy.
to burn your entire body.
Crispy.
Let's say you don't burn. You still need to see where you're going. Human perception isn't
Ah, yeah,
adapted
that's
to handle
true.
high speeds.
You'll
moving
run
at
into
super
things.
Speed would make everything blurry.
I still feel like super speed will be one of the coolest powers to have, as long as like all of the kinks and, you know, all the kinks and all of the killing yourself if you run too fast gets straightened out. Because bruh, it's low-key an OP power if you really think about it. Like, nobody can catch you. You essentially have like super strength, because the faster you go and like the faster you throw a punch, the more stronger that punch will be. So you essentially have super strength. You know, you can run up walls. It's a really cool power, and I think it's like one of the most OP powers. It's just not possible, but I wish it was
The
possible.
speed at which you think
How
would
cool
need
would
to
that
match
be?
your physical speed. Otherwise, you would just crash into things, possibly doing what A-Train did.
What's
just
good,
running through
A-Train?
people. And in the case that your perception does keep up, the world around you would seem so slow that you'd basically be stuck in time.
Ooh, that would suck.
Having super speed would also mean burning millions of calories every day.
But then
so
I would
you'd
have
go
to eat a
broke,
lot.
Buying all the food needed to keep your metabolism satisfied.
I don't mind eating a lot.
Teleportation.
This would be a
As you
scary
might know,
power.
The Earth is in
Ooh.
constant motion through space.
Okay. So when it comes to teleportation, I actually saw like a video saying if teleporters were actually ever a thing, it wouldn't be you being teleported. It'll essentially be you being broken down into like atoms and then the atoms being transported to wherever you're trying to go, and then you being reassembled. So essentially, I think you will essentially be killing yourself every single time you teleport. Something along those lines.
Around 67,000 miles per hour. It rotates, orbits the sun, and the solar system orbits around the center of the galaxy. If you wanted to teleport, you would need to calculate the exact position of the Earth through space, or else you would teleport into space, dying instantly.
I didn't even really think about that. That's crazy.
If you were given the choice between dying in 1 year or becoming immortal, what would you choose?
Ooh.
The choice seems obvious, doesn't it?
Dying in a year or becoming immortal, which one would y'all choose? We all know immortality is a curse, but dying in a year, I mean, this is a lose-lose situation. I just hope it will be like the immortality where you don't age, but you can still die if like somebody cuts your head off. You simply just don't age. If it's the immortality where even if they cut your head off, even if they blend you into a million pieces, like you're still alive, like that would suck, and that would be a curse, bro.
You're thinking that being immortal would be much better than dying in a year, right? But if you're immortal, you would have to watch everyone you love die over and over again.
What are y'all choosing?
You don't have any emotional feelings anymore. You would live to see the human race die out. You would see the world end, and ultimately, you would be drifting in space all alone for eternity.
And you'll still be alive, just suffering.
Oh, time stop.
This would be pretty cool.
Desired by many.
Time
stop would be a
I would like time stop
for some individuals.
But it's a gooder power. It's a gooder power.
It would be a nightmare.
Oh, test day, you could cheat easily. 1 + 1. You don't know 1 + 1? Oh my god, bro. Bro, you do not need to be cheating.
Time, the molecules of air around you would stop as well, making it impossible to breathe. It also means photons would stop.
So everything would be dark.
So you stop time and become unable to breathe or see until you either resume time or just die.
That doesn't sound fun.
Huh?
That does not sound fun. All right, super strength.
Sounds awesome, right?
Yes, sir.
In real life, though, it's a mess. Everything's designed for regular people.
Yeah, so like you wouldn't really be able to like scale your strength. So imagine you're trying to hug your girl and you accidentally snap her back in half. I'm pretty sure they like mentioned this in The Boys. Like a lot of the superheroes, whenever they'll date like a regular person, they'll accidentally injure them and whatnot. You can't really scale your strength, so you're gonna end up breaking a lot of things. And God forbid you break somebody in half, and now you're traumatized for life.
Meaning that if you were super strong, you would be breaking doorknobs, keyboards, and glasses left and right. Imagine
and people too.
Your mom and breaking her spine.
Literally, that's what I said.
Control your strength yet?
That's terrible.
Super strength doesn't mean you're indestructible either. If you
it doesn't.
A wall, for
I feel like it does
because of Newton's third law. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. The force that you applied to the wall would be applied back to you with the same intensity.
But in order to expel that much force, and in order to produce that much force, doesn't your muscles, tendons, ligaments have to be like extremely reinforced? So essentially, if you have super strength, you have super durability. Like you can't have one without the other, because how are you going to be super strong? Your muscles, your tendons, your ligaments, they have to be able to withstand a lot of force to produce that kind of force. So I feel like if you have super strength, by you know, automatically you have super durability. Am I tripping? Am I wrong?
Back and breaking your hand.
Terrible powers. Immortality would definitely suck. All right, so those were why superpowers will suck in real life. Let me know which superpower you would like to have on the list mentioned. I guess the dash going 190 miles per hour will be like the best superpower that they mentioned, since it doesn't have too much drawbacks. But yeah, the worst would probably be immortality. So yeah, maybe dying in a year doesn't seem as bad anymore.